What's going on, everybody? TG here, back with another video, and we are going to be breaking down Amazon and Apple earnings for quarter one of 2020 and giving a preview of what those could look like. We're also going to go into what I think you should do with each one of these stocks. So currently, Apple is trading at $133.55, and Amazon trading at $3,355. Both down a little bit today, with all tech having a little bit of a pullback today. Both of these stocks have had an incredible run up, this past week. Apple is still up a pretty decent amount for the week, 3.4, and especially from where it was just a couple of days ago, 11.35%. Amazon, same thing as well. This thing was trading super low down here and is up about 10% from where it was just about a week and a half ago. So let's break down earnings. Let's start with Apple first. Going to last quarter, Apple had its greatest blowout quarter ever, booking over $100 billion in revenue. Just absolutely insane. Beating earnings, they were expecting $1.41. They did $1.68. They're expecting $103 billion in revenue. They did $111. It was the iPhone revenue and the services that really stood out to me the most. If we look at it, iPhone, they did 65.6 compared to 59.8. And their services, they did 15.76 over 14.8. It's just incredible. The fact that they're continuing to grow this much, gross margins at 39.8% versus 38%, those small percentages make so much of a difference when you are talking over $100 billion in revenue. But the main question is, what is going to happen next for Apple? Apple has a bit of a demo day coming up very soon, and there's going to be some questions about what is going to be unveiled. Many people believe that it's going to be products such as new iPads. I think is probably the most accurate, is going to be some new iPads. And then also what's going to happen with this Epic Games battle and some of the things with the services. But I'm not worried about Apple at all. Apple is still the juggernaut and the king when it comes to stocks. And the stock that you don't want to trade, you just want to hold that thing and just watch it continue to grow over the years as it has done beautifully. We obviously look in the past 5 years. Apple's doing pretty good, 386%. Amazon is the same thing. You look at Amazon the past 5 years, 436%. These companies are solid growth companies backed by some amazing numbers. Also, Apple has a ton of cash on hand. If you guys didn't know, it's incredible how much cash on hand, $36 billion worth of just cash on hand. Just absolutely incredible. Look at the profit margin as well. Net profit margin at 25.8%. Just incredible the amount of profit that these guys keep. So I think Apple is going to have another stunning quarter. I don't know if the iPhone sales are going to be as high as they were last quarter, just because of the fact that people waited for that 5G to come out and they bought a lot during the holiday season. So we're going to have to see. They didn't give any guidance as well. So whatever happens is going to happen. The lack of guidance is something that was a little shocking. People were expecting to give guidance, more growth, more this, but Tim Cook took the conservative approach and decided not to. And at first it hurt the stock, but I think it's going to work out really good for this earnings because there's no high expectation that they have. So whatever they bring in, it's going to look pretty good. So I definitely watch Apple. You guys know me; I'm holding a lot of Apple. And I think the stock continues to go higher. The big thing I said I was going to look out for is iPad revenue and services. Those are the two things I want you guys to watch for because I think those things are going to continue to be the driving factor for Apple. Obviously, the iPhones with the 5G is something to look out for as well. But the services is really the profit bringer. That brings in so much profit, and it's just growing this company and making it such a juggernaut every single quarter. So Apple, strong buy. I don't know what the price is going to be. I don't even want to give something out, but I definitely could see a potential run up before earnings. I'm hoping it pulls back a little bit so I can get out of those naked calls that I wrote as a hedge because I'm down pretty big on those. But we'll have to see about that. But obviously, I'm very bullish and still have a lot of bullish positions in Apple. So moving on to next is Amazon. You guys remember Amazon had the biggest and best quarter of all time last quarter. They did $125.56 billion in revenue versus estimates of $119.7 billion. Earnings per share doubling expectations. Just an incredible earnings quarter. Everything growing huge year over year. If we actually look at some of the other details, in that it was crazy. Some of the numbers of growth, the 120% year-over-year growth for net income, profit margin increasing 53%, still very low at 5.75, cash on hand at $42 billion. So it's incredible, the growth of this company, and it's had a really good run up recently, luckily as well, for all those who have been holding well, because things were looking a little bleak, in March when it was sitting in the 2800s at one point, but it's roared back since then. I told you guys it was a great buying opportunity. Hopefully you guys took advantage of that and, got some cheap Amazon. But, this is just an incredible earnings quarter. That's all there really is to say about it. It was just incredible. And the stock got beat down, as you guys know. Right afterwards, it jumped to like 3,400 and then crashed hard when Bezos stepped down. But I think this is going to be big. Stuff to watch for is their COVID cost, how much they're spending on COVID. But, I see sales continuing to increase and, Prime membership growing. That's a big free cash flow generator right there. And, it's got everything it needs. So, Amazon said its first quarter sales would be between 100 and 106 billion. It's a bit of a slowdown by last quarter, obviously, but that was during a big holiday sale. So that's obviously why analysts are expecting 95.8 billion. So, they're gonna have to do over 100 billion again next quarter. I think they will. Their AWS has been growing crazy, which is obviously good. They've been on a hiring spree, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But I definitely want to watch the AWS growth, because if that continues to grow higher than expected, stock's going to fly. If AWS is down some, it might go down actually, because AWS is that, like I said, that driving profit factor. Another big thing to watch is their ad revenue. Ad revenue is huge, and it's one of the businesses I talked about months and months ago that I think is going to start bringing in a lot more profit for the company and being one of the driving factors of the net income. So definitely watch that as well. But overall, Amazon has been trading pretty well recently, pretty solid in the past month from where it was. But like I said, I see the stock going much higher. You have obviously analysts believe that as well. Average price target of over $4,000 a share now. So definitely watch these companies. Watch them for earnings. It's going to be big. It's going to be exciting, and I cannot wait to see. We don't know an exact date yet for Amazon. Apple's is the 26th after the bell. So will be interesting to see what happens, or 28th after the bell. Either 26th or 28th, I have to clarify on that. But again, going to be very interesting, and I cannot wait to see. Again, I expect both of these companies to run up before earnings, like they usually do. So anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts on this. Make sure you like and subscribe, and let me know which ones you are going to be watching. Have a wonderful day, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.